Hello students, welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad, powered by Addo 24/7. So students, today we'll see the important current affairs, but before going to the video, let us have a small discussion about our 5-stage method of the current affairs. So using this 5-stage method, you can learn current affairs 10 times effectively. So a very unique method. So in these 5 stages, first stage will be headlines with blank. So every headline will provide a small blank. So you need to learn the answer from it. So to learn the answer, you need to see stage 2 detailed analysis, where we provide the entire details of the current affair with static GK points. So this will help you to understand the current affair. Now stage 3 will be one word key points. So to easily remember, to simply remember the current affair, we will use this one word key points to easily memorize them. So stage 4 is important MCQs. So based on this video, at 7 PM in our Telegram channel, we have MCQs. So do answer them. This will help you to enhance your preparation. Finally, stage 5, section wise revision. Every Monday we have section wise revision of the week-long current affairs. So this will help you to remember the current affair for a longer time period. So a very successful method. You can follow this method in our channel itself. So please subscribe our channel, like and share our videos. Join the Telegram channel and download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links in the description as well as comment section. So now students will see the important headlines for today. So India crossed how many crore COVID-19 vaccination doses milestone? So which country has elected their first ever president? So Donald Trump to launch a social media platform. What is the name of the platform? So which state government has announced the implementation of Mukhyamantri Ration Aapki Dwar Yojana? So Sports Authority of India appointed a new CEO for the TOPS mission. So who is the new CEO? And who is appointed as the new MD of India Ports Global Limited? RBI imposed how many lakh or crore penalty on Paytm Payment Bank? So Reliance Brands Limited, it's a subsidiary of Reliance Industries. So they acquired how much stake in the Manish Malhotra Styles Private Limited. So Center has approved hike of how much percentage of DA, dearness allowance for the central government employees as well as pensioners. What is the rank of India in the World Justice Project Rule of Law Index 2021? And also who won the European Union's Sakharov Prize? And this book, Veer Savarkar, The Man Who Could Have Prevented Partition, is authored by whom? So International Stuttering Awareness Day is observed on, and former international hockey player who passed away recently. And finally, about the chief economist of IMF, Geeta Gopinath, she is going to leave the organization very soon, and she will go back to Harvard University. So she will leave in which month and which year. So these are all the headlines. Quickly we will see all the detailed analysis. So first is national news. So India crosses 100 crore COVID-19 vaccination doses milestone. So this happened on 21st October. In just 9 months, India has achieved this feat. On this occasion, PM Modi called this achievement as the triumph of Indian science, enterprise and collective spirit of 130 crore Indians. So PM Modi also visited Ram Manohar Lodhia Hospital, where he interacted with the healthcare workers and people who are receiving the vaccine. Okay, you can see on the official channel of Prime Minister where he interacted with the healthcare workers and the persons who are getting vaccinated. So on this occasion, Union Health Ministry, they released a 2-minute 4-second video, a virtual presentation of the country's fight against COVID-19. Some facts about this COVID-19 vaccination. So top 5 states with highest number of doses taken are Uttar Pradesh, then comes Maharashtra, then West Bengal, then Gujarat, then is Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so this countrywide vaccination drive was launched on January 16, starting with the healthcare workers, then to frontline workers on February 2nd. So it is successfully running in the country. So please remember these points, and the Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Manshukh Mandavya. So these are all the details to remember. Please remember. Now coming into international news. So Barbados. So they elected their first ever president, removing UK's Queen Elizabeth. So Barbados is earlier a dominion under the British Empire. Now it became republic, and they elected their first president. Okay, and removing Queen Elizabeth as the head of the state. So earlier Barbados is under the control of British. That means it's a dominion to British. Now it became republic, and Dame Sandra Mason. So she became the first president of the country Barbados. So on the 55th anniversary year of independence from Britain, so this particular event happened. So on 30th November, she will become the first president. The day 30th November is the country's 55th anniversary of the independence from Britain. Okay, so very simple. Earlier this country is Dominion, now it's Republic. So now they will get president. So president will be Dame Sandra Manson. Earlier it was the Queen Elizabeth, who is the head of the state. So now it will be the president who is the head of the state. So from monarch republic, they are going into complete republic. Okay, that means monarch parliamentary system to complete republic parliamentary system. Okay, so earlier Sandra, she worked as the governor general, and I mean currently she is working as governor general since 2018, and earlier worked as the court of appeals. She is the first woman to serve the court of appeals in Barbados. Okay, so these are about her details. Now coming into Barbados, so this country has a population of 2,85,000. So it is one of the populous and prosperous country in the Caribbean islands. So it heavily depended earlier on sugar exports. Now they are diversified into tourism and finance. So this is about the country. Not only Barbados, earlier Guyana in 1970 they became republic. Trinidad and Tobago in 1976 they became republic, and Dominica in 1978 they became republic. So these are all the early British territories who came out to be republics. So the prime minister of the current prime minister of Barbados is Mia Mottley. The capital is Bridgestone and the currency is dollar, Barbados dollar. So please remember all these points. Okay, very important. This question is very important. Okay, so here are the list where Queen is the head of the state. Belize, Jamaica, Bahamas, okay, all these small islands, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu, all these regions. So all over the world, Queen Elizabeth is the head of the state in all these particular countries. Okay, you can remember this, very important. Now coming into one more international news. So former president of the United States, Donald Trump, so very famous personality. So he announced that he is going to launch a social media platform called Truth Social. Okay, so Trump was banned from the social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. So that is why in order to rival the tech giants, he is going to launch his own social media platform called Truth Social, which will be launched by, managed by the Trump Media and Technology Group. Okay, so this is about the small news about Donald Trump. Now coming into state news, Madhya Pradesh government has announced the implementation of Mukhyamantri Ration Aapki Dwar Yojana. So this program will be launched on in November 2021. Under this program, ration will be given at doorstep of villages where there are no fair price shops. So wherever there is no fair price shop, by using vehicles, ration will go door to door. Same type of activity is happening in the state of Andhra Pradesh, where ration is provided to everyone door to door. So there in Madhya Pradesh, it will be given to people where there are no fair price shops, and people mainly to Divyangs, specially abled people, senior citizens who are unable to come to the fair price shops. The scheme will provide the ration material to these people, particularly to the Divyangs, specially abled and senior citizens. And also, this scheme aims to ensure ration supply for poor tribal families in 74 tribal dominated blocks of 16 districts. Okay, so these are all the objectives of the scheme. So please remember, Madhya Pradesh governor, new governor, remember Mangubhai Patel, and chief minister, you know him, Savraj Singh Chauhan. So now is appointment news. Sports Authority of India, so they appointed PK Garg as the new CEO of TOPS. So TOPS is nothing but Target Olympic Podium Scheme. Target Olympic Podium Scheme. So Sports Authority of India Limited appointed PK Garg as the CEO of Target Olympic Podium Scheme. So this scheme is nothing but to create athletes, to prepare athletes for the upcoming Olympics, to make more number of athletes participate in the upcoming Olympics. So let us discuss some points about PK Garg. So Garg joined Indian Navy in 1984 and he has a service of nearly 34 years. So he was a high performance director in the Sports Authority of India till June 2021. He is a Arjuna awardee and also a Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna awardee. He represented India in 5 Asian Games and became national champion 5 times in the enterprise class sailing event. So he also won gold and silver in the enterprise class sailing world championships, which are held in Zimbabwe and Goa. He also won bronze medals in Asian Games. He served as the Secretary of Sports Services Sports Control Board, which belongs to the Armed Forces, and also the Joint Secretary of the Yachting Association of India for 4 years. So these are all the details about PK Garg. So who will be the new CEO of TOPS, okay, Target Olympic Podium Scheme. So about Sports Authority of India, it's an apex national sports body which controls, develops the sport in India, which works under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Established in 1984, headquarters is in New Delhi. Okay. Now we will see one more appointment news. So Alok Mishra is appointed as the new MD of India Ports Private Limited. So Captain Alok Mishra, his appointment was approved by the Appointments Committee of Cabinet. So he will be now the Managing Director of India Ports Global Limited. So he will succeed Harjit Kaur Joshi, who is having the additional charge. So now Alok Mishra will be the MD. So Alok Mishra, earlier he worked in Gateway Terminals India Private Limited. So now for a term of 5 years, he will be working as the MD of India Ports Global Limited. Now what is this company called India Ports Global Limited? So this company was mainly developed to participate in the development of the Chabahar port. So Chabahar port is present in Iran. So we Indians have developed the Chabahar port. So mainly to provide an alternate reliable access route to Afghanistan, landlocked Afghanistan. We built this Chabahar port to access the Afghanistan, to access the Central Asia. Okay. So this India Ports Global Limited, a special purpose vehicle developed by the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust and Din Dayal Port Trust in 2015. So the main objective is to build ports in foreign lands. So presently it's under the Sagarmala Development Company Limited and it is headquartered in Mumbai. Okay. So this is the objective of India Ports Global Limited. Now coming to banking news, RBI imposed 1 crore penalty on Paytm Payment Bank. So Paytm Payment Bank has violated section 26 of the Payment and Settlement System Act 2007. So when Paytm Payment Bank, they applied for the certificate of authorization. So their application details and the current details are not reflecting the same. So it is not reflecting the factual position. So that is why, because of the violation, RBI imposed 1 crore penalty on the Paytm Payment Bank, and also RBI imposed 27.8 lakh penalty on Western Union Financial Services for violating the prescribed limit of remittances per year. So try to remember these points. So Paytm Payment Bank established 2015, headquarters in Noida. So business news. So Reliance Brands Limited, a subsidiary of Reliance Industries, they acquired 40% stake in designer Manish Malhotra Styles. Okay. So Manish Malhotra, so Reliance, now they acquired 40% in Styles Private Limited. So this is the strategic partnership, first external investment for Styles Private Limited. So this Styles, Manish Malhotra luxury retail, so it was launched in 2005. So with 4 flagship stores in Mumbai, New Delhi, Hyderabad. So they have 2 stores in Mumbai, 1 store in New Delhi, 1 in Hyderabad. So these stores are run by Manish Malhotra. So if you see about Manish Malhotra, so he is a designer, famous designer in India. So he is the main architect behind the 16-year-old company, and he is currently the managing and creative director, and he will continue to be the managing and creative director in the company. So coming about Reliance Brands Limited, established in 2007, their main objective is to attract the current youth, current generation who have a lot of exposure on brands, who have a lot of exposure on lifestyle, and they have a lot of spending power. So that is why RBL, they brought nearly 35 international brands to Indian markets, and they also have 13 years experience in bringing this luxury, bridge to luxury, high premium, high street lifestyle to India. Okay, and they continue to bring all these brands to India. So this is about the Reliance Brands Limited. So now coming into economy news, Center approved hike in dearness allowance for central government employees and pensioners. So they are giving a hike of 3%, okay, to the existing 28%. Now it will become 31% in total. So Center approved a 3% hike. So to the existing 28%, now it will be 31%. So from the July 1st to 2021, this hike will be implemented. So from July 1st to 2021, this particular hike will be implemented. Okay. So earlier in July 2021, so it was hiked from 11, it was hiked from 17 to 28%. Now 28 plus 3%, so 31% will be the hike. Okay. So this is about the dearness allowance. But from January 2020 to June 2021, you will be given only 17%. From July 2021, you will be given 31% hike. Okay, what is dearness allowance? Very simple. It's an allowance paid to employees in order to curb the impact of inflation. So you will be given a basic pay of 20,000. Okay, on this basic pay, you will be given a dearness allowance of 20% or 10%. So this 10% dearness allowance is to curb the impact of inflation. So this allowance is given to protect the employees against the rising prices in the particular financial year. So in this financial year, inflation is increasing, but your salary is not increasing. So you can't sustain your livelihood. So that is why what will government do? Government will provide you DA, dearness allowance. So based on the inflation, your DA will increase. Okay. So employees can take adequate benefit from these allowances. So twice in a year, in Jan and July, this dearness allowance will be hiked to protect the employees from the inflation. So this is about DA, dearness allowance. Okay. So next is ranks and reports. India ranked 79 in World Justice Project Rule of Law Index 2021. So the rank of India in the World Justice Project Rule of Law Index 2021 is 79. So out of 139 countries, India rank is 79. So this rank, the countries are ranked based on scores 0 to 1. So 1 indicates strongest adherence to the rule of law, 0 indicates the worst adherence to rule of law. So Denmark, Norway, Finland have topped the list. So as usual, these Scandinavian countries are always topping in every list. So Denmark, Norway, Finland topped the list. So if you see the ranks, these are the ranks. Rank 1 Denmark, rank 2 Norway, rank 3 Finland, rank 79 India, rank 139 Venezuela, rank 138 Cambodia, and rank 137 Congo. So please try to remember first 3, last 3 and India rank. Most important. So World Justice Project is an independent multidisciplinary organization working to create knowledge, build awareness and stimulate action to advance the rule of law worldwide. So effective rule of law reduces corruption, combats poverty and disease and protects people from injustice large and small. So they are advocating for rule of law. Okay. So World Justice Project was established in 2006, headquartered in Washington. Okay. So now going into awards. So Alexei Navalny. So Alexei Navalny, the opposition leader of Russia. So he wins the European Union's Sakharov Award, okay, or Sakharov Prize. So European Parliament, they awarded the European Union's top human rights prize, the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought for 2021 to imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. So Alexei Navalny was given the award this year. So this 45-year-old activist is awarded for his personal bravery and fighting tirelessly against the corruption of Vladimir Putin's regime. So this award, the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought, commonly known as Sakharov Prize, is a European Parliament's top human rights award. So it's named after Russian scientist Andrew Sakharov. So it was established in 1988 by the European Parliament. So it honors peoples and individuals, group of people and individuals who dedicated their lives to defense of human rights and freedom of thought. So this prize includes a monetary award of 50,000 euros. Okay, so these are the details about the award. Now we will see books. So Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has launched the book on Veer Savarkar. So the book is titled Veer Savarkar, the Man Who Could Have Prevented Partition. So this book is authored by Uday Mahukar and Chirayu Pandit. So it was launched at the Ambedkar International Center in New Delhi. So Rajnath Singh described Savarkar as the icon of Indian history. Let us discuss few important points about Savarkar, very useful for all the SSC RRB examinations. So Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, simply called Veer Savarkar, is an Indian independent activist, politician, lawyer and writer. So he founded a secret society called Abhinav Bharat Society. He went to UK and involved with India House and Free India Society. So Vinayak Savarkar and Ganesh Savarkar, they launched Mitra Mela. It's a revolutionary secret society. So he was involved in also the formation of Hindu Mahasabha. He was the president of Hindu Mahasabha between 1937 to 43. So he wrote a book, The History of War of Indian Independence, in which he described the guerrilla warfare tricks used in the 1857 Sepoy Mutiny. He also wrote a book, Hindutva, Who is Hindu? So these are the details about Savarkar. Please try to remember, useful for all the SSC RRB exams. So next is International Stuttering Awareness Day observed on 22nd October. So since 1998, this day is observed on October 22nd. The main aim of the day is to raise awareness about millions of people who have a speech disorder of stuttering or stammering. So the theme for this year is Speak the Change You Wish to See. So what is this stuttering? So stuttering is a speech disorder characterized by repetition of words, syllables or words, sounds, prolongation of sounds or interruptions in the speech known as blocks. Okay, so an individual stutters exactly what he or she would like to say, but they have a trouble producing a normal flow of speech. So we generally speak freely and in a flow. So people who are suffering from stuttering, so they can't speak freely. So that is why this day is created 22nd October to create awareness about stuttering or stammering. So next is about international hockey player Saranjit Singh, who passed away recently at the age of 59. So he is a former State Bank of India hockey player. He is famously called Santu. So he played for Indian team which toured Germany in 1983. He also played for the Coronation Club in local league and also represented Hyderabad juniors and seniors teams in the late 70s and 80s. So he passed away recently. So finally, about Chief Economist Geeta Gopinath to leave IMF International Monetary Fund in January 2022. So Geeta Gopinath, the currently IMF Chief Economist and the Director of Research Department, she will leave the organization in Jan 2022 and will return back to Harvard University Economics Department. So she, from Harvard University, she came on a leave of public service. Okay, and her leave will expire in January 2022. So she is going back to the Harvard University. So if you see her history, in October 2018, Gopinath was appointed as the Chief Economist of IMF. So her leave in Harvard was also extended for 1 year in an exceptional case and allowed her to serve as the Chief Economist of IMF for 3 years. So Geeta Gopinath, during her tenure, she wrote a paper, she co-authored a paper called Pandemic Paper, a document that set globally endorsed targets for vaccinating the world against COVID-19. Okay, so these are the details about Geeta Gopinath. So IMF headquarters Washington DC, IMF established 1945. IMF chairman, managing director is Kristalina Georgieva. Chief economist, Geeta Gopinath. So these are all the current affairs today. So quickly we'll revise in one word key points all the current affairs. So India achieved 100 crore COVID-19 vaccination doses milestone. Barbados first president Dame Sandra Mason. Donald Trump new social media platform titled Truth Social. Mukhyamantri Ration Aapki Dwar Yojana launched in Madhya Pradesh. PK Garg is the CEO of TOPS Mission, Target Olympic Podium Scheme. Alok Mishra, MD of India Ports Global Limited. RBI imposed 1 crore penalty on Paytm Payment Bank. Okay. So Reliance Brands acquired 40% stake in Manish Malhotra's Styles Private Limited. Centre approved a hike of 3% dearness allowance. Now the total dearness allowance is 31%. Rank of India in the World Justice Project Rule of Law Index is 79. So Alexei Navalny won the Sakharov Prize. Okay. Veer Savarkar, the man who could have prevented partition, is authored by Uday Mahukar and Chirayu Pandit. International Stuttering Day Awareness Day is observed on 22nd October. International hockey player who passed away recently is Saranjit Singh. Chief Economist Geeta Gopinath to leave IMF in January 2022. So these are all the current affairs for today. So please like and share our videos, subscribe our YouTube channel, join our Telegram channel, download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links in the description as well as comment section. So thank you students. We'll meet in the next class.